Hey guys, Dr. Tobisch here again with Whitefish Chiropractic. This is going to be our third video looking at the at-home strength and conditioning exercises for the non-surgical knee replacement. For these exercises, you will need some equipment. You just need something that you can safely step up onto and down from, because we're going to be looking at box step up and step down exercises. So let's check those out. If that box step down exercise was just a little too uncomfortable, you didn't feel quite stable with it, whatever the case, a little regression that we can do that basically produces the same result is going to be a pistol squat or a partial pistol with a heel slider. So let's see what that looks like. You just need something that'll slide well on the carpet, and then if you need something for a little bit of balance support, you could grab a broomstick. So same idea as the box step down, you'll just get your heel on this little sliding thing, and then as you descend into the step down portion, same thing, we'll keep the knee in a good position. Hips and glutes should come down and back, then we come up the same way we went down. So again, we don't want to be translating too far forward. As I slide forward, I don't want to go with my front foot and have my back heel come up. We just want to descend pretty vertical and have the hips come down rather than going forward. So again, front foot can slide, knee stays in a good position, hips come down and back, then we come back up. So that's a nice little variation if the box step down wasn't great for you. Next exercise we're going to look at is going to be a box step up. So you just need something that you can step up onto safely and comfortably. That could be something that's 8 to 10 inches tall, or you could just do it on a flight of stairs if you have those at your house. So looking from the front angle, we want to see the same thing that we saw in the lunge and the split stance. When we go into the position, we want the knee to stay in a good neutral position. So no caving in, no diving out. If we're looking from the side, let's check that out. So when we go to step up on the box, we take our step in this position. The shin is in a pretty vertical position. We want it to stay that way throughout the movement. So we're here, you may keep your spine in a good position, but hinge forward slightly at your hips and waist, then use these muscles to drive through up onto the step, take a step back to where we came from. What we don't want to see is how people with knee pain typically walk upstairs and it hurts their knee, which is this. So I take a step here, and now my shin's not vertical, my knee's out in front of my toes, and now I just try to use the quadricep in the front of my thigh to step up and just put a ton of stress through the knee in a weird position. So that's not what we want to see. Like I said, we want to step up, shin is in a good vertical position, and now I can bend forward at my hips to engage the glute more, use the glute to drive up onto the step, shin stays vertical the entire time. If you need a little bit of balance assistance, you could do a couple things. One, you could set this up near a door frame or something you could hold on to so you have a little bit of balance help here. Now I use the glute to drive up, a little bit of balance help on the way down. Or you could grab onto a cane or a broomstick and you could use that for a little bit of assistance as well. So same idea, just a little extra support, hinge forward, use the glute to drive to the top position. That's our box step up. Next exercise we're going to look at is going to be a box step down. So when we're doing this exercise, it is going to put more emphasis into the quadricep in the front of the thigh. We should also be getting into our hip to avoid putting stress through the knee in kind of an awkward position. So let's see what that looks like. So if we're looking at it from the front view, if I'm on my left foot, just want to be close to the edge. Maybe a 6-inch step would be a good height of something to be on. So we'll make the other leg float. And as I come down, as always, we want the knee to stay in a good position. So no diving in, no diving out, just relatively neutral throughout. And then we'll come back to the start position. If we look from the side, same thing, we'll make the right foot float. With good control, nice and slow, we'll come down into the bottom position until my heel taps, and then I'll come back out the same way I went down. What I don't want to see is us translating forward too far. So I'm not going here and just putting a bunch of stress through my knee and then using the quad to come back out of it. As we descend into the bottom position, we want to see the hips actually sit backwards a little bit to keep the knee in a better position. So you'll see as I descend, my hips actually come backwards rather than forwards. So I should feel this in the quad and in the glute. Then we come back to where we came from. We can also use a little bit of balance support if you need that. Again, if you feel a little shaky in this position, a cane or a broomstick could be really helpful so you can get through a good depth of the position without just making yourself feel like you're gonna fall down. So if we need the cane, then we could go here, same thing, foot floats, hips come back, get a little heel tap, come back out of it. So that is our box step down.